frozen this morning. It's freezing cold. I've bloody been sprinkling the grass and everything's icy as crap. Harden up. Remember, there's no such thing as bad weather, just bad clothing options. Rug up, get out there. Morning, mate. This weekend I'm in Twizel doing a bit of sightseeing with the father-in-law and the family before he heads back to America. This training block for me is all about developing my aerobic base. And this weekend I'm not going to be able to get out for a big long ride, big one-off one, just because trying to do a bit of fishing, trying to go up and see Mount Cook, do a couple of day walks, that sort of thing. Don't want to leave the family high and dry on our weekend away. So what I'm doing is over this 3-day period, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, is getting in a few smaller rides to build up my accumulative training load in that aerobic zone. So rather than going out for one big one, I'm getting out for 3, maybe 4 rides around that 45-minute to an hour and a half mark, so that it adds up and gives me the training volume that I'm after. So a slightly different approach to heading out on a one-off long ride. No idea where I am. Ended up in a camping ground somewhere. I don't know what trail I took or what trail I didn't take, but I don't think I'm on the track anymore. Well, that didn't quite work out as planned. As always, when you're riding in a new place, you don't always know where you're going. I'm not sure exactly where I went wrong. I got in a bit of a ride, still good. It's going to be a cracking day here, so I can't wait for that. Get out and do some sightseeing, exploring, hopefully catch a fish as well. But now it's back for some breakfast. What a cracker of a day it's been. It's about 7:45 now, rolling out to the night shift for my second aerobic accumulation ride for today. I really had to work hard at getting out for this one. There was plenty of pretty valid arguments for why I should stay home and not worry about it, but I sucked it up and here we are. We had a great day out up around the Mount Cook village area, doing some day walks, playing in all the unseasonable snow that fell, and now I'm going to try clock up about another hour. Legs are a bit tired, but sunburnt, body's a little fatigued. It kind of feels like what I'd feel like at the end of a day on the bike during a brevet, so I think it's perfect training actually, but I did have to talk myself into it, or not let that little voice on my shoulder talk me out of it today. And it's such a cracking evening. Sun's going down. It's just absolutely stunning out here. Alright, I'm quickly running out of daylight here. I stupidly forgot to pack my lights. Well, I do have them. They're back at the Airbnb that we're staying at, but I just didn't think I'd need them for some reason. I fell asleep while I was putting the kids to bed, reading the story, lost track of a bit of time, got out on the bike, think I might gonna need them. So we're heading back now. That should round out about an hour for this second aerobic accumulation ride. And tomorrow marks the end of my 3-week loading phase, and it's gone pretty well. When I got in my couple of 2-week loading phases before this 3-week load, they didn't go very well. Found my body wasn't able to handle the load, got a bit run down, a bit sick, but now body's definitely responding to the training, and I've been able to soak up 3 reasonably good volume, aerobic volume weeks, which I'm really happy about. So after a bit of a recovery week next week, it's going to be time to turn up the heat a little bit. There's a little bit of a brevet around the Wanaka Hawea area, around about the 230k mark. So hopefully the legs should be pretty good for that, and that'll be a good wee builder preparing for the Great Southern Brevet in January next year. Oh, feeling a bit average, to be honest with you. The Thai curry that I had for dinner is not sitting the best, but going out training after a good meal is a really good way to prepare your body for long events where you have to be eating to keep going. Training that GI tract or that stomach, training that to be able to deal with having food in it while you're pushing hard. Well, it's proper dark now. Polished off just on an hour. Much better ride than this morning's little effort with getting lost and turned around and who knows where I went. So all in all, a good day. 2 shorter rides, getting that accumulative aerobic volume, better than no ride at all, or just 1 shorter one. Alright, so it's Sunday night and we're back in Hawea. I'm just rolling out on my final ride of the weekend, ride number 3, aiming to get about 90 minutes in. I was going to do it when I got home this afternoon. It was such a nice day, got the lawns mowed, did a few projects around the house, so it's about 7:30 PM now. I'm a bit better equipped with my lights tonight so I can get out and not worry about the impending darkness, so we better get cracking. It is such a ridiculously nice evening out here. Feels like summer's on its way for sure. Legs, feeling a little heavy, end of the 3-week loading phase, but all in all, pretty good. We'll get some climbing in them tonight, see how they feel after that. So before the sun goes completely and you're just looking at a black screen, thought I'd round things out. Starting tomorrow is my recovery week, which I'm really looking forward to. I have about a 5-day recovery phase before sneaking in a couple of rides over on the west coast when I go to visit my dad in the area that I grew up in. Also over my recovery week, I'm going to be having a big focus on my strength work. I can feel my left knee getting a little dodgy, and also my right shoulder shoulder blade, upper back, from an old injury that I've got back there. So I'm going to be working hard on that, and I'll post some videos here about the stuff that I do in the gym as well. Well, that pretty much wraps up this weekend. Hopefully you've found this little insight helpful, where you can apply some different training methods if you don't have time to get in a long aerobic ride. Hopefully the concept of these aerobic accumulation sessions can be helpful on those days that you're pushed for a long ride, or even on days where you're not even able to get a continuous training block, such as work, training in the morning, training at lunchtime, training in the afternoon, and get that accumulation over the time. I also program a variation of this to a lot of my athletes where we do a depletion session in the morning, then low carbohydrate diet during the day, followed by a harder fatigue session in the evenings. All sort of variations of the same concept. So I hope you found it useful. Get out there, give it a go, let me know how you find it. If you like the training tips in these vlogs, maybe head over and check out my Whiteboard Wednesday series that I used to do. Lots of training tips over there. And Whiteboard Wednesdays is going to be making a comeback soon. Also, if you like the training tips, head over and check out the Exponential Performance podcast. That is all around training advice. Get out there and train hard, but most importantly, train smart.